And on a cheering note, from Rabat, Morocco, where Rivers Hoopers have booked their spot in the Basketball League Africa playoff in Pretoria, South Africa, coming up in June this year. Rivers Hoopers only yesterday beat Fuse of Rabat, the home side, 79 to 71 at the Prince Mole Abdullah Sports Complex last night. What a match it turned out to be, with Akek and Ulisameka in double figures.
It was a show of resilience for Rivers Hoopers because they were down from the first quarter, second quarter, even to the third quarter. But then they had to, do something extraordinary to come back from that very one and ensure that they get the needed victory, which has seen them go through to South Africa as it is right now, with about 2 or 3 games to spare. So I think for me, determination is what actually worked out for them, because without determination, I tell you, it would have been very difficult for them to come back in that very one. Taking a look at the way the Fuse of Rabat of Morocco actually started the game. They started the game with all attack. So I think it was a show of passion, dedication that actually saw Rivers Hoopers emerge victorious in that very one. And this is the kind of energy that they need, especially as the competition progresses, because if you don't, then I tell you, other team might just come and shock you. So they've gotten 2-2 against FUS Rabat of Morocco. The first game against this same team, you saw how keenly contested they were. Just about 4-point disparity, because in the first game they defeated the same team 88 to 84, or I mean 86 to 82 rather, so it was 4-point disparity. This time around, you take a look at the scoreline as well, 79 to 71. Not too much gap, but then the most important thing is that Rivers Hoopers has booked their place down to South Africa.
Rivers Hoopers have a place in South Africa playoff of this year's Basketball League, having come second from the Kalahari Conference. We'll get to the more stories about the Basketball League soon, hoping that the communications director of the team, Queen Mosef, will join us any moment soon via Zoom. But looking at this, like you mentioned, this is the second time the two teams are meeting. Yeah. Let's look at the impact and the role of the 12th member of the team, or do I say the 6th member of the team, since this is basketball. The fans, the home support, what role did this play in this one, and how did Rivers overcome that 6th player in this match especially?
This is where professionalism comes in. Sometimes if you are not that professional, you become overwhelmed by the home support, especially when you are not in your own home ground. There is this tendency that you tend to succumb to pressures from the fans. But then I think Rivers Hoopers' experience and professionalism came to bear. They did not even look on the side of the 12th men on the court, talking about the fans out there. They had to do their job, because if you want to rely on the home support, for you to get that cheers from fans, I mean, we do not go there with a large, contingent of fans out there. That could have naturally, served against the Rivers Hoopers, but then they went beyond that. They did not look at the support. They just had to do their job, and for me, that is professionalism of the highest order. And it is what it is. Whether you are playing away from home or from home, just do your job, despite the fact that you might not have this home support to cheer you, but then just be passionate, just be professional. And I think this is what Rivers Hoopers did in order for them to get that support. Because take a look at the court out there. The Fuse Rabat of Morocco, they had more fans on the court compared to the fans, the handful of fans that Rivers Hoopers has there to cheer them to victory. So for me, I think the Rivers Hoopers did just professional job out there.
Well, Rivers Hoopers doing a professional job out there, and the coach of the side, Dodo, elated at the performances so far. You think his experience last year and even attachment to the NBA side will have helped, the team as well, given that, yes, we know that there are 5 professionals in the squad.
For sure. It is an edge for Ogo Daudu. You talk about his experience. You talk about his record so far in the Basketball African League. Last season's edition, he was voted the best coach of the tournament, and that is why the NBA side, had to give him a direct invitation. He went there, gained more experience, attached himself with some of the big coaches over there, and I think that experience has really helped him a lot, and it makes the job even more easier, because there you get to learn how to also work with some of these professionals. Most of these players that we acquired, or Rivers Hoopers acquired last season and this season, most of them have played in different leagues across the globe. So for me, it becomes very easy for you to gain that man management mastery. When you go out there, attach yourself with the NBA team, you get to understand how these things work, and it becomes very easy and make it very flexible for you to relate with these professional players, like a father and son, and that is how you get the best of the players. So that has really helped the Rivers Hoopers, talking about the experience of Ogo Daudu.
Well, we say congratulations to Rivers Hoopers, and it's not yet did I say the other teams in the group are not completely out yet. They still have a chance of coming as the third best team in each of the group. This is the Kalahari Conference, the very first conference. We still have 2 other conferences to go, but then it looks good. Etihad, first timers at the Basketball League Africa, won all 4 of their games at the Kalahari Conference. What a performance from the Egyptian side. The other day we talked to Musa Queen, and she was like, for this team to overcome Zamalek and Ahali, and of course going by the quality of players on their side, they deserve to beat Rivers Hoopers and even the other 3 teams in the group as well. Now it is 4, double over Stade Malien, and of course they beat Rivers Hoopers as well, and they beat Fools of Rabat, Morocco.
I think for me, it is not a fluke that they have made it 4 out of 4. I mean, it tells you the quality for them to even qualify from their for their own country out there, displacing the likes of Zamalek. I mean, who are also traditional, team out there in their country. It tells you a lot of the quality that they possess out there. So in their first game, they won their first game. Some thought maybe it was more like a fluke, but then they replicated the same feat in the second game. Even the third game as well, they had to defeat Rivers Hoopers about 100 to 80, showing again strength and determination. So for me, they've come a long way, and this is a team that needs to be watched at, making their debut appearance for the first time, but they are not afraid of any team at all, even beating the home team silly. It tells you of the quality that is within their ranks. So I think for me, they could be considered as one of the favorites if you take a look at their performances so far in the 4 games that they have played. So they are on course for a good performance, and it tells you the quality of the side. You talk about some of the players that they have. These are professionals that have played in different leagues across the world. So it is not a fluke that they've made it 4 out of 4.
Well, we say congratulations to Rivers Hoopers for making it out of the Kalahari Conference, and now next stop will be in June when they will be going for the playoff in Pretoria, South Africa. What a performance there from Rivers Hoopers, and we congratulate them for their effort. Meanwhile, they qualified alongside the Etihad of Egypt.